Hello, thank you for watching our presentation that is about integration of the gender perspective in mathematics at university level. Yes, we can. This work has been done by Irene Epifanio and Lara Ferrando from Jaume I University in Spain. Here you can see also our contact, and the slides and other material is available at this web. We are going to present how gender perspective can be implemented in mathematics at university, and in particular in a subject about statistics and numerical methods in industrial design engineering degree at Jaume I University in this course. These ideas can also be used in lower levels, and these ideas connect with the priority topic of the Gender Summit So Global, advancing human well-being, and in particular with quality education and gender equality. Why this work is relevant? Gender gap in science, technology, engineering, and math is important. However, few works deal with integration of gender perspective at math, unless at university level. However, gender perspective in university teaching must be done by Spanish law. However, the reality is that in the vast majority of subjects, there is no effective incorporation of the gender perspective. First, let us see a brief introduction of the subject. It is a first year and second semester subject, so due to the pandemic, we use distance learning from March. The contents of this subject is about statistics, and also there is a small part about numerical methods. And although this subject is in an engineering degree, we have an equal enrollment of girls and boys. Here we can see all the aspects that we have taken into account in order to integrate the gender perspective in this subject. Now let us see point by point each of them. First of all, we have taken into account an appropriate management of the classroom, trying to promote an equal participation of girls and boys. As second point, we have also saw the contribution of women in these areas with very different activities. The use of an inclusive language is very important in all levels, oral, written. In fact, as there is no textbook that use inclusive language in engineering, in Spanish, we use material prepared by ourselves. As regards methodology, we consider an active teaching. That is to say, learning by doing mathematics, working in cooperative groups, by projects, etc. As regards contents, we saw the importance of an appropriate sampling and appropriate questions in order to see all the visions, and we also saw the importance of taking into account sex and gender in engineering through data. Although the majority of examples and problems in this subject are about engineering, we have also working values by humanizing the problems. For example, some activities were about discrimination, climate change, etc. Part of this material is available at this web, although the material is in Spanish. The use of the computer is also very important, but not only because it facilitates the acquisition of concepts, but also because it favors the approach of women towards technology, which tend to be a disadvantage compared to their male colleagues. The evaluation should also be appropriate. For example, we use a very diversity of activities in order to evaluate our students, and the final exam was only the 55%. We also take into account different problematics because of the pandemic. But one of the most important points is the interpersonal relationships. Empathy is essential, as well as breaking with stereotypes and implicit biases. Finally, we want to highlight that the students were very satisfied with the subject and that the most of statistical projects proposed freely by students were about social issues and in particular gender discrimination, and they were carried out by men. As conclusions, we have seen how the integration of gender perspective has been carried out in a math, in a statistics subject in an engineering degree. A complete reference with many details and other math subjects, including research, is Epifanio that can be seen at the end of this presentation. In general, there is no reference to equality in syllabus of the majority of mathematics subjects in all the world's universities. However, math teachers must also contribute to the knowledge and development of democratic principles. Here you can see the main references commented in this presentation. So, yes, we can. Thank you very much for your attention.